I'm Katie. This is Katie's Bookish Escape. This is my guinea pig son. Say hi, Sonny. And today we're going to be doing the no disclaimers tag. So I just finished up filming another video that had my guinea pigs as like guest hosts because we were talking about animals. And Sonny just isn't ready to go back. So she's just going to film this one with me. Alright, so this is the no disclaimers tag. I'm not going to give... So here's my one disclaimer. I'm not going to give disclaimers. There might be spoilers for Harry Potter. I think that's it. So yeah. So if you don't want to be spoiled for Harry Potter, if you haven't already, don't watch. Okay, so the first thing is, which trope annoys you? Okay, this is not a trope I really hear about a lot, but to me it is, oh my god, like the high school stereotype trope. And like how everyone in high school wants to be popular. Most people I knew in high school just wanted to be invisible, including myself. Unless it was like I scored a goal in soccer, then like, you know, of course I want to hear my name on like the loudspeaker in the morning, like goals by Katie. But I didn't give a crap about having like a million friends. I cared about my grades and I cared about soccer. Like what? I don't know why all these authors think that all kids want to be like the most popular kid in school. Maybe it's because I grew up in Southern California and my school had 4,000 kids, so like the idea that everyone would know who you were was like ridiculous. Maybe if I lived in like a small town and, you know, there's only like 50 kids in my grade, I don't know, but that was not the case for me, so I don't get it. I don't get it. Next question is, who's an overrated or overhyped author in your opinion? So, I was originally going to go with George Saunders because he wrote Lincoln in the Bardo and I really disliked that book. But I've been watching a lot of Strict Cover Lit and I really respect their opinions often. And they both love George Saunders. So I'm wondering if I just need to give more of his work a chance. I guess I can't really judge all of his works based on one book anyway, and I DNF'd that book, so, I mean, I read half of it, more than half, and then I just gave up, because I thought the writing style was just too much, like, I just did not care, but, because I haven't read everything, and I honestly trust this guy's opinions, there's probably value there. So, I'm gonna go with Maggie Smith, who wrote The Raven Cycle. I read all 4 books of the Raven Cycle. I liked the first 2. I really disliked the 3rd one, and I didn't care for the last one that much either. Ooh, I just got notified this Dodgers won, baby. Woo woo. Sorry. Anyway. But what I noticed with Maggie Stiefvater's writing is her pacing is really bad. She follows the normal, like, plot structure, but man, sometimes her rising action is just boring. So I think she could cut a lot of her scenes and add more scenes in other places. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Maggie Stiefvater. I think I said when I reviewed that book, like, it's just okay, but the more I get detached from it, I'm like, like, if you're an adult who likes YA, I would probably still say no. Like, if you're a YA, like, if you're a young adult yourself, like, late teens, early teens, sure, you might like it, but I don't think you're gonna like it after, like, age 25 very much. And that's because she relies heavily on the emotions of, like, teenagers, and that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but when you're older, it's just, it gets boring and overused and you want more. So then you find yourself only really relating to the characters who aren't overly emotional, which I found all of her characters to be pretty overly emotional. Alright, then least favorite book since joining BookTube. That's going to be a Maggie Stiefvater book, the 3rd book in the Raven Cycle, Blue Lily Lily Blue. I gave it 2 stars, 3 stars. I may have started with 3 stars, but since I moved it down to 2 stars because I've decided I straight up don't like that book. I don't think anything happens in it. I think it's a waste of a book in a series. Number 4 is a terrible ending to a book that would have otherwise been like a decent book. And honestly, I actually really enjoyed a lot of Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, the 3rd book in the Hunger Games cycle. But it wasn't even necessarily the ending, but the epilogue I hated, despised. I also thought the ending for just the first Hunger Games book, I would have liked it better. I agree with Dalton from Shirt Cover Lit, where it would have been a better like standalone, just the Hunger Games with a different ending. Also, the epilogue for Harry Potter is pretty atrocious. I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think it ruins the book, but it was definitely like a letdown. Alright, now we have... Oh, fictional characters you wish were never killed off. Remus Lupin from Harry Potter. Dude, like, why did you just bite me? Remus Lupin from Harry Potter. He has a baby. And of course I would pick Tonks also, but Remus more so because I got attached to Remus more, and he was also like a mentor for Harry, so it would have been nice if he was there, still alive for Harry and for his own son, Tony Lupin, in the end. Also, Lupin's my favorite Harry Potter character in general, so, you know, a little bit of selfishness. Number 6 is bookish pet peeves. When books don't match in a series, or when, let's say it's like a 10-book series, and then like by like book 5 they decide to change the like style of the books, but you had the original ones, so now it's not like set anymore. That's annoying. I don't think this is even like, I guess this is a little ridiculous, but the thing that turns me off from reading the most, or like why I won't pick a book up, is like just crappy lighting. I almost cursed, but kids might watch, so yeah, bad lighting. That's my biggest bookish pet peeve. That is why I turn to a Kindle Paperwhite often, or audiobook, because lighting just, I need it really bright, man. I need it really bright. Another bookish pet peeve I have, and this is more in reviews, when people are just like, I love this book, it's so amazing, it's everything to me, go read it, oh my god. And don't get me wrong, I probably have said that about Beartown by Frederick Backman, but like, give me more than just that. Yeah. Number 7, books that should have more recognition. Anything by Frederick Backman. Beartown, especially. A Man Called Uva. Every morning the way home gets longer and longer. Amazing novella right here. Yeah, anything by Frederick Backman has so far has been a 5-star for me. He's my new favorite author. Love him. He's great with social commentary. He's simplistic but poetic and has beautiful writing. The next one in number 8, thoughts on censorship and book banning. It's bad, it's stupid, don't do it. My parents did not censor me very much at all as a child, and I'm not talking about books, I'm talking about like everything, and honestly I like that and I appreciate that. I really feel like I got to make my own choices, and my parents didn't like stronghold me into my beliefs, or they just helped guide me and like were there for me when I had questions, you know, and I really appreciate that. So they trusted me to make good choices, and that is something I don't think a lot of parents do in today's generation, and I wish they would. I mean, it worked for me. I guess, like, I'm sure there are people it doesn't work for, but it worked for me. So. And the last one is, who do I tag? I tag you if you think this little girl named Sonny is adorable. Okay? This has been the No Disclaimers book tag with my special co-host, Sonny Pig. Sonny, look at the camera, silly. Don't be shy. So, we hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Oh, and don't forget to comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and have an awesome day. Bye.